This year, Kandy, Sri Lanka will host the third Nyeleni Global Forum. Small-scale food producers, indigenous peoples, feminists, health workers, climate justice activists, social and solidarity economic defenders, and other grassroots activists will come from more than 80 countries to radically change the system. In the face of a violent global system, we are rising up, resisting, and building power from the bottom up. This forum is a spark in our collective struggle. Walk with us towards Kandy. Visit nyeleniglobalforum.org.
Hi everybody, we're here with Dražen Šimleša. He's a member of Green Network of activist groups from Croatia. He's also a member of RIPESS, European Solidarity Economy Network, which is a part of the greater global network of RIPESS. Thank you, Dražen, for being here.
Hello to all. It is a pleasure to be here.
So thank you, Dražen. We're here in the context of the Nyeleni Forum that's coming up in September. And it's going to be a convergence of many different groups from across the world, just trying to converge and bring about social change. Just to be brief. Could you share to us what is for RIPESS and for your Croatian organization? How do you see a just economy and a fair economy in your network, in your local region? What does that look like?
Okay, so we approach to solidarity economy from two levels. First is internally, so we want to promote, advocate, and practice economical activities or economic organizations. So we are talking about businesses, but that are internally organized on a high democratic level, that are taking care how they share profit, in what kind of activities they are reinvest this profit, so that basically money circulate like every other resources in the nature. That is what we want to achieve with the solidarity economy internally. Mm-hmm. Externally, this business entity or economic activity needs to be integrated in some wider community, in its local community, so it needs to be able to answer how it contributes to the well-being in local community. And then we are also going even further, how it is contributing to the just transition, as you said, or sustainability, or fairness, or peace on global level, and also even for the future generation with its economical activity.
Democracy is not a gift from above. It's built by the people. We say no to fascism, no to colonialism, no to genocide. We fight for peace, solidarity, and rights for all. On the road to Nyeleni, we resist and organize.
So in the current context of the economic social crisis, is that an opportunity for that type of work, for those type of public debates on that alternative? Or how is that being sustained maybe on the ground?
We can say, unfortunately, that this is a good opportunity because there is less and less people that are questioning this system. They are aware that this system is not fair, it is not transparent, it is not sustainable. But a huge problem is what else? What is the alternative? So social solidarity economy actors can already now, we don't have to wait them in 15 or 20 years, 50. They are already now operating in their local communities, depending how they are not just individually strong, but how they are integrated together, how they are building together strong, powerful ecosystem, like in Quebec, like in some parts of Brazil or Argentina, like in Catalonia, in Spain, and some other regions. It depends also how they are visible, but also how many of these different levels that I mentioned before they are contributing.
Mm-hmm. And so what does that really look like concretely on the ground? So when one has this new system economy and of exchange between peoples. What does that really look like? I mean, does that try to translate into fair incomes, into like a living wage? Are those standards that we can also integrate?
Yes. Fair wages, equal wage for the same jobs regarding men and women. So we also have within the network we also have a different kind of tools that also can measure this contribution to the local communities and society. And in some, as I said, far advanced countries like France, Spain, Italy, they are using this measurement and these tools also as some kind of internal transparency, so that people can really see if those actors contribute to the local community and their own employees and all the ones that are involved in supply chains, or they are just some kind of greenwashing campaign. Regarding, you can find solidarity economy actors in any kind of area of production or services, so there is no any differences. You have a production line or services, you have to do the job. The difference is, as I said, this internal organization, ownership of different kind of accumulation, money, equipment, buildings, whatever, and how it is communicated with wider area around themselves, like first local community, then supply chain people, then wider society. So this is we want to have actors that are using economic activities while promoting transformative potentials in our society that are changing, position of power. So the ones that are workers, for example, also participated in a decision-making process. Or if they are just users of some services, or if they are a member of local community.
Enough of an economy for the few. It's time to center life with food sovereignty, dignified incomes, and justice for all. What's common is not for sale, it's ours to defend. From the ground up, we build people's powers at the 3rd Nyeleni Global Forum.
So on one hand, we're talking about like a parallel system of alternatives to for workers, for people working in rural and urban areas.
Yes.
Is there also some type of approach of like state level, like pensions for people, or is that outside of the spectrum?
We are, as a network, we are working a lot on public policies for SSC. So we work parallelly. So we are strengthening and invest energy and knowledge and sharing in the movement, in the sector, in the whole SSC ecosystem. But we are also aware that we are not, living on parallel universe or somewhere outside of let's say mainstreaming world. So we are working a lot on public policies, and also across the world we have successful examples of really good and encouraging public policies for SSC. So for us this is also important. And on global level we can mention UN resolution on social and solidarity economy that was that we had from 2023. So it is not very old. Last year was even endorsed. So this is some kind of global framework that any countries or even region can use as a base for implement and for develop public policy for SSC.
And at a regional or maybe even at a local level, what are the main obstacles to implementing this? What are some of the actors that you have to confront?
Actually, we have more success stories on local and regional level. We are lacking some kind of national, really good examples. Even in some countries, we have like SSC secretary or deputy minister that are, so that it at least on the paper it valued the whole ecosystem and sector. But we have really good examples in, as I said, in some region that are, because people today, even though we are, in very interconnected world globally, people mostly feel their well-being and life on local and then regional level. So this is, where you are most of your time, where you work, where you are using your free time. So that is why at this moment we have really lots of examples from local and regional level. And what is also maybe interesting, very soon after Nyaleni Forum in September in 2025 in Sri Lanka, in Bordeaux, in France, there will be huge, at the end of October, beginning of November, it will be quite big also forum on public policy, social economy actors, organized by GSF. GSF is Network Global Social Economy Forum that basically gather local and regional representatives that are supporting or promoting SSC.
Okay, now just a little final to wrap us up. What message would you give to communities or people that on one hand they find it hard to believe in alternatives of the dominant system, and people that might be overwhelmed by the many challenges that are on their way to achieving these alternatives? What would you say to them?
I would say, even from my own experience, because we are running our place near Zagreb, that is, as I said, living and educational center, so both, for more than 25 years. So basically, even though it doesn't matter what you think, how world will develop in the future, if you are pessimist or optimist, if you are practicing these skills, if you are using solidarity, economy values in your daily life, you have better living. You are a happy person. We have from food, energy, different kind of services, houses, education, communal level, fun. We are basically organized within our ecosystem, but also we are not, acting like some kind of isolate actor that are just creating paradise for itself, but we are constantly communicating with others, with society, with other people, invite them to see, to learn, to exchange, to share some experience and ideas. And that is, I think, what is also encourage you to see that other people have something on their own. You can learn from them, but I can say that for now, the life is much better. That is the most, all of us, no matter how we divide, in today's world, want good life. So with this, you can have good life now.
And maybe a final just thought on what would you ideally see come out of Nyaleni for your organization and maybe for the food sovereignty movement in general?
So my organization was aware and participated in Europe Nyaleni activities even before RIPESS joined Nyaleni process, because agroecology is very important to us. So for me personally, this is nothing new. But after the forum, I would definitely hope, and I will work on that we continue this convergence, this bringing us from different movements together, because I think we are coming from different streams, but we are one river. We have the same goal to make this world better for the citizens, for people, but also for other beings and for the nature. So that is what I would expect. That forum was just one really amazing spark, but that will still lead this way of bringing us together more and more.
Thank you so much, Dražen. Maybe a final message just for the people in Croatia that are listening to you. What would you say to them in your language?
Bog ljudi svima, uključite se u borbu, trebamo vas.
Thank you so much, Dražen.
Hvala, thank you.
Thank you for your time here and all the best.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care all.
This was one more voice in the growing tide ahead of the third Nyeleni Global Forum. We communicate to resist, we dream to transform. We will continue to meet in the territories, in the struggles, and at nyeleniglobalforum.org.